All right, good Friday afternoon, guys. Here we are, ready for our typical Friday pick'ems. With me, I got my special guest Adam here.
How you fucks doing?
Okay, well, let's hope he's a lot funnier than last time. So don't forget to look at the camera.
I see the camera. Thanks.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go through. Again, we're going to do Week 3 previews of each game. We'll see what we can do. And we're going to go ahead and start them off with Sean versus Lisa in this week's game. Adam, go ahead.
Well, I mean, we really don't even need to break this game down. She's 1-1. Sean's 2-0. I see Cedric Benson's jailhouse shanking his way through utterly amazing, with Ray Rice just manhandling Joseph Adai, and Javid Best having a good game. He'll have a monster day for jailhouse shank. That's what I got, Benny.
Yeah, I think Sean's got this one well in hand. I mean, with the tandem of Best and Rice, that is the best Rice. You just can't.
Best Rice.
They are the running back tandem for sure for this year. So I think that Javed Best trade that Sean got, I think he really swindled his way in. That was a good move for him. I mean, he's been a loser for 3 years. I think this is finally his year to finally prove that he's a winner and head into the playoffs. But obviously too early to tell. But with those running backs, you can't lose. So, I'm definitely going to give my click to pick. We're going to go ahead and have it over to Sean. So, we'll go ahead and cover the next game. Go ahead, Bones.
I'm going to go with Harsh's Balls of Steel. He's going to just manhandle. Yes, we can. Tony Romo, even if he plays, he's going to have hurt ribs. I hope somebody breaks his ribs because I had him last year and he was a big bust for me. Harsh's Balls of Steel, balls to Yes We Can's face all the way.
Ooh. Gross. Yeah, I think Harshy's got it this week. Even though it says it's a push, it is definitely a tight game if it weren't for the fact of Tony Romo. Whether he plays or not, you got to give it to the guy for toughness, but that does not mean he's going to be at 100%. And when you have that, especially at the quarterback position, in a push game where you have a situation where both of them are pretty much locked head and head, obviously you're going to have to tip your hand to the guy that does not have the injury factors. And in this case, I really think it's going to be Sean Harshberger on this one. So.
Plus, Cooper sucks.
Okay, yeah. All right, next one. Shut the F up. So we got Ryan versus Carl. What do you think?
I think Medicine Woman needs to give his whole team some medicine. He's got pretty much his whole roster on Q or IR, Jamal Charles. And, I see Prepare to Shut the F Up just manhandling him this week. He's going to dominate him. It's not even going to be a close matchup, in my opinion.
I'm going to have to agree with you, Adam. I got 2 words for you. Kenny Britt, Aaron Rodgers. If he sat everybody else on his bench and just played those two, I still think that it would be a win. I mean, when you got 2 caliber players like that Grimm has, I mean, even a blind squirrel finds a nut every now and then. Grimm, his first time in this league and everything, he got lucky. He really did. But Kenny Britt is just having a breakout season. You got Aaron Rodgers, again, being the quarterback that he proved he could be. Peyton Hill is hopefully coming into his own. I don't know what else to say. I mean, this was decided long before this week. So
I agree.
I think Ryan's
wholeheartly.
got one. To the house and Pop's Guns. Let's talk about that one real quick.
Well, this is going to be a close matchup. I think it's closer than what it looks like on the actual waivers and on the actual paper. But I see Pop's Gun finally getting a win here, which is why he gets my yep of the week. So. Forte, Brady, Hightower, those guys are just going to manhandle. He needs to take out Ocho Cinco and put somebody else in, but that's my opinion. But yeah, I mean, I see him winning this week wholeheartedly. So.
I think it is finally Pop's Guns time to shine. I mean, 0-2 is enough of a losing slide, and I think he's got the players to do it. Tom Brady, you have the edge with Tom Brady. Matt Forte, man, in a PPR league, he's really the way to go. He's really coming into his own this year, and everybody thought it'd be a bust, and he's not. Roddy White's coming through when he needs to. I totally agree with you, though. The Ocho Cinco thing, you need to go. You need to either trade him, drop him, get him while there's some value left in this season, because otherwise there's no upside to this guy. He's coming into an offense he's not used to. Tom Brady likes to throw it around, whether or not Ocho's going to throw a fit or not. I really think you need to rectify that situation early enough in the season to where there's still a possibility to get something out of him whatsoever.
Agreed. And if Pops is really going to try to push to the playoffs this year, he has to make a very strong push in that very weak division. Yeah. That vagina division is just horrible over there.
It's tough saying that word when you've never seen one.
Yeah.
All right. Shockers versus Destiny's Dynasty.
I see Shockers getting shocked this week by Destiny's Dynasty. With Stafford, CJ's got a very juicy matchup this week. He might actually be the running back that he's supposed to be. Ahmad Bradshaw, Macklin, He's got a question mark with AJ Green, but he needs to pull out a win too. And nobody would love it more than me to see Destiny's Dynasty beat the waiver wire. Shockers. Sorry, in this week's matchup.
It's me, so of course I'm going to go with me. No, I totally agree with you on the Chris Johnson thing. I really hope CJ, this is his week to break out. I hope he's over his hump of not practicing with the team all year. He's got his contract. This is his time to man up. If he's going to do it, this would be the matchup to do it, to raise his confidence. This has to happen this week. If not, you have a serious situation with Chris Johnson here where you overpaid and he's under-delivering.
Right.
You can't stop Matthew Stafford. These were not wins by the Detroit defense. These were just decimations. So I think with the way he's throwing, the way he's running the offense, the way he's spreading the ball, you're not going to stop that guy, and he's going to continue to put up the points.
He's also giving the defense a break, though. He's giving them a chance to rest.
Absolutely.
You have the cue
and
marks.
I have the defense, with the picks that they've had and everything like that. I really think what we're looking at here is a real opportunity for hopefully my first win. But the only thing that scares me this week is Jeremy Maclin. You have Mike Vick, who is obviously going to play. Slight symptom concussions last week and everything. Will that affect whether they stay on the ground with the running game, with LaShawn McCoy, or is that going to,
I don't think so.
Is it going to open Vic up and still allow him to throw?
No.
And I think that's going to be the big question here.
Because the thing is that Vic's still taking hits even when they're on the run game. So their backup quarterback, he's going to air it out too. He's been in that system for 3 years. They already said that they're going to give him the trial. Maclin has a juicy matchup with the Giants. Extremely decimated secondary. I see that just being a perfect matchup.
Okay, let's go to our final game: Tobacco Spitters versus you.
Golden Pants wins. No, he's got me on quarterback all the way, but running back wise and wide receiver wise, he's got Nate Burleson. I have Megatron. He's got Santonio Holmes. I have Steve Johnson, and I also have Hakeem Nicks, which is still up in the air. But running back wise, I just don't see Mojo and Blunt really holding up to Peterson and McFadden.
I'd like to say this would be a close game, but I really think the projections are making it closer than it's going to be. I think you've got this one in hand, and again, I like to go back to my favorite phrase: 2 words, and those 2 words are CJ and McFadden. When you got Megatron being thrown to and doing what he does, I don't care what his matchup is.
Right.
It doesn't matter. You can't stop the guy. He is a beast, and he's a beast for a reason. Stafford loves him. I think he does great. Darren McFadden has proven his worth. 3 weeks in a row, you can't go wrong. So we'll see what happens, and we'll meet up with you guys on Tuesday. Have a good weekend.
See you fucks later.